Hello and welcome back to World of Tanks. We recently did a comparison test of all tier 7 heavies, where the French AMX M4 and the British Black Prince came in last. Now some of you, for reasons I can't comprehend, thought that we haven't been entirely fair in our comparison test, and in order to make up for that, we want to show you some fights in these two machines.
And we begin with the AMX M4 45, which is by no means considered to be the best tier 7 heavy tank. Most players in the M4 are simply trying to get to the AMX 5100. Not so Viking Wolf from the EU server. He plays his AMX clearly to have some fun. First, he has the 105mm equipped, rather than the 90mm. While the latter is considered the top gun, it is the 105 that has the highest alpha damage.
That comes at a price, however, and that is the rather poor penetration of just 165mm. But that does not stop Viking Wolf. To get around this problem, he pretty much exclusively fires premium ammunition. And with that he has 223mm of penetration, which is more than enough to wreak havoc in a tier 7 game such as this. Also, Viking Wolf runs strong coffee on his AMX. It's clearly a tank he loves driving. Now if you take his win8 rating of over 2600 into account, you can imagine that the enemy is in for a good old spanking.
340 damage to the Cromwell is a good start. Viking Wolf even shoots premium rounds where it really wasn't needed. I don't think he really cares, since he clearly does not play this tank to make money. It looks as if he's a bit concerned about the AT-15A, and perhaps some other TD lurking in the back. Possible one-shot on the Stewart. He rolls low. How unlucky.
That was unlucky indeed. Viking Wolf still is careful and keeps checking the area where you'd usually find the enemy TDs. From the looks of it though, the area seems clear. That was a great opportunity, but he didn't let the gun aim quite long enough.
Wow, that Allied T-34 just got hammered. He took 2 big hits in quick succession.
Yes, that was nasty. But at least he is getting the Cromwell. The Allied team is now 2 tanks down. Viking Wolf has decided to link up with the other tier 7 heavy on his team, the British Black Prince.
Looks like he's going for the T-29 first. Oh, I don't like that KV-2. Ouch.
That hurt. He got lucky he didn't take any module damage, or got any of the crew killed. He only took 385 damage. I'd say he got off easy there.
He is still prioritizing the T-29. And scores a good hit.
Yes, the T-29's hull isn't at all strong enough to withstand the AMX's 105mm shell. See that? Viking Wolf got him the 3rd time in a row, doing almost 1k damage to him, and all he really took was 1 hit in the face by that KV-2. So while his team is now trailing by 5 tanks, his AMX M4 is still in good shape.
Looks like Viking Wolf is trying to support his friend in the VK3601H. Can he make the shot against the AT-15A? Yes, he can indeed. He took a hit in return from the AT-15, but only for 136 damage. He did over 340 damage to him, so that's a good trade-off.
Now Viking Wolf realizes that he has a shot at an enemy jagged Panther. Good hit there. But now his friend in the Black Prince seems to be in trouble. He is under fire from the rear, and gets taken out by the KV-2, who in turn gets tracked by the Allied SPG. And Viking Wolf gets revenge for the Black Prince. The Allies are now trailing by 6 tanks, but at least the KV-1 should not pose much of a problem.
You can angle your armor all you want. It won't save you.
He seems to think that he is safe there.
Yep.
Well, he isn't, and the Allies have managed to pull the score back. They are now only trailing by 3 tanks. That was some good work there by Viking Wolf, and also his teammates at base.
Viking Wolf is getting into position to engage the AT-15A. He should be showing up any second now. But he is not here. I don't get it.
He must have changed course. There he is.
The AT-15A bounces.
Viking Wolf knew exactly what the AT-15A was up to. Nicely played.
But now he has taken 2 hits, and he needs to be careful.
He gets the Cromwell, but the enemy TD hits him again. He must be somewhere in the center of the map.
Look at that guy. Drives out right in front of him.
And he is tracked as well. I think I know how this is going to end. There you have it. Viking Wolf punches his ticket, and the allies are now in a much better position. At one point they were down by 7 tanks, but look at the scores now. Just 1 tank down, and Viking Wolf is on a roll now.
Haha. Not even fully aimed, but went in anyways. That poor grill.
And that little M5 steward is going to be next.
And down he goes. It's funny. Viking Wolf even shoots premium shells at these little guys. He apparently really does not care about making a profit.
Certainly looks that way to me. We'll see at the end of the match how big the damage is.
Oh, he is already over 4,000.
Melvin, I meant the damage to the wallet.
Oh. Right.
Anyways. Viking Wolf is now hunting down the remaining enemies. They have an FV304, and an Su-85, and also a Hellcat. Statistically speaking, none of these guys are very good. And since they are in lower tier tanks, Viking Wolf should have an easy time.
He should. But you know how things sometimes go. Oh hey, there is the Hellcat. He got him, and that was his 7th kill.
But he took one right in the face. That was 230 hit points. I hope that he isn't going to regret that. His health is so low now that he really must be very careful.
2 enemies to go.
Ouch. Looks like we know the location of the enemy TD. He left Viking Wolf on 25 hit points. He also must be very careful about the enemy SPG. That FV just needs to sneeze on him.
Oh my god. Did you see that? The SU only got his track and did no damage. What's he doing now?
Oh god. What in the name of all that's holy possessed him to do that?
I don't know, but it sure was funny.
The AT-8 has found the last enemy, the little FV304. Viking Wolf is probably too far away to get some more of the action, but regardless, what a remarkable comeback.
Not bad considering they were 6 or 7 tanks behind. But look at that FV. He is owning the AT-8.
Is he trying to ram the AT-8? Seriously?
Looks like. And I think he might even get him.
He does indeed, but Viking Wolf is there to pick up his 9th kill. Let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. Viking Wolf earns a plethora of medals. The Top Gun for 6 or more kills, High Caliber and Steel Wall, the Spartan Medal, and finally the Radley Walters Medal. He utterly dominated this game, and without him, a loss would have been all but inevitable. 4.7k damage and 9 kills is good enough for almost 1700 base XP. That's about twice the amount of the next best player on his team. However, we don't want to forget that Viking Wolf only fired premium rounds. That should hurt him greatly when it comes to whether or not he has made a profit in this game. But just how bad is it going to be? Well, let's take a look and find out.
Ouch. That hurts. He lost 54k in this game, and that's with a premium account. If he had played with a standard account, the loss would have been nearly 76k.
So don't try this at home, kids, unless you have deep pockets. But one thing is certain. You can have great games even in the AMX M4 45. Maybe all it takes is a Unicum at the controls, and the willingness to fire a fair amount of gold with the 105mm cannon. Viking Wolf has shown us how it's done. Well done, mate.
Couldn't agree more. Up next, the Black Prince. That British tier 7 tank managed to finish last in our comparison test. But there is somebody who figured that we got it all wrong.
His name is Quentin, and he is going to show you now that we really have no idea what we're talking about.
So we are on Pearl River in a nice tier 7 matchup. Quentin is of course top tier, and we are joining him as he encounters the opponent in the center section of the map.
And right away we spot Stupid. Look at that panther. He has exposed his entire flank to the opponent, and the enemy KV-2 just took a huge chunk of his health.
He is still getting hit.
He won't be around for much longer. And he's gone. Quentin takes out the M4 and drives right into their faces.
The KV-2 doesn't have the best game ever.
Indeed. Quentin already hit him 3 times.
He is putting one into the KV-1 as well.
And back to the KV-2. Don't you love that insane reload? That's good night for him.
That's Quentin's second kill, and things are looking good for the Allies as they are leading 3-1. Oh, he bounced off the turret of the KV-1.
And again for good measure. The TOG should be a better opportunity.
Quentin just took the first damage in the entire game. He is pulling off bounces left and right. Another one in the tracks that did no damage. And another bounce. And yet another one. That is crazy.
And this time the Matilda bounces. It's clear that the Black Prince in a tier 7 match is quite strong, and its armor can work very well indeed.
Quentin finally gets the KV-1 for what is his third kill. Now he continues to work on the IS, which seems to be AFK.
That Matilda bounced again. And look at him now. What is he doing?
Showing the back of your tank to the enemy. Great plan.
Since there is nothing else to shoot at right now, he might as well get some free damage on the IS. Quentin already did more than 900 damage to him.
Oh hey, the Matilda is back.
Not for long. Nice snapshot by Quentin. And now it is time to get rid of that IS. Kill secured.
He took another hit from the TOG. So far the TOG is the only one who managed to pen Quentin's Black Prince.
Not quite sure why he hesitated there, but if he hadn't, he wouldn't have gotten the kill. Maybe Quentin wanted to make sure he got the top gun.
That's possible, because the game has made a turn for the worse for the Allies. They are now trailing by 3 tanks, and the enemy is putting pressure on the Allied cap. Quentin is heading back.
And so is his buddy in the Tiger P, but the SU is not having any of it.
T-37 spotted. And T-37 destroyed.
Nice double tap there by the Allies, but no time to celebrate.
Great bounce there against the IS-2. The Black Prince's armor is holding up very well so far.
The same cannot be said for the IS-2 however. Quentin gets him over and over.
The IS-2 bounced again. I can't believe it.
You better believe it, Melvin. That's kill secured on the IS-2. Oh, there is one of the 2 T-29.
He seems a bit out of position.
In what way?
I mean, if the T-29 stayed just a little bit further back, he would have a great held down position.
Well? That would require someone who knows what the hell he is doing.
Like Quentin.
Precisely. Look how he is taking that T-29 apart. Piece by piece. And again. And finally the T-29 scores a hit against Quentin.
But it won't save him.
No, it won't. And down he goes. The Tiger P secures the kill.
Oh, Quentin just got hit by the second T-29. But of course no damage. The tracks ate it.
Looks like the allied Su-100 is in trouble. The enemy box tank makes short work of him. Meanwhile, Quentin has been blind firing the cap. So far he has not scored a hit, but the Tiger P is advancing and should light up the T-29 very soon.
And there he is.
Quentin gets the reset.
And now he is in big trouble.
He never really stood a chance. Quentin bags the kill, and that reset should be good for a defender medal.
So now the game is even, but the allies should have the advantage. Quentin is on 8 kills right now, and there is a potential pools medal in play here. He's asking his teammate to accept his platoon invitation so that they can both get a crucial contribution out of this game.
But first let's win this thing. The enemy has an Su-100 and a Shin-Yukai. Both were last spotted at the enemy base.
There is the Shin-Yukai. Quentin quickly turns the Black Prince around, and with the Black Prince's quick turning speed, that isn't a problem at all.
And the Shin-Yukai is in a world of trouble now. Quentin blows his tracks off, sealing his fate.
He's got him. That rapid fire gun is really deadly in a tier 7 game. And unlike Viking Wolf in our previous match, Quentin has not fired a single premium shell.
The Black Prince really performs quite well when top tier, and when you have a pro like Quentin driving it, it's a devastating mix.
Careful with the box tank, he could one-shot him.
Another bounce. And kill number 10 is secured. What a fantastic result for our Quentin here. He really showed us what you can do with this 65-ton beast of British engineering. Let's take a look at the post-battle results, and the medals that Quentin earned. He got the high caliber medal, obviously. He also got the Top Gun for 6 or more kills. He got the Steel Wall medal, which is no surprise since he was bouncing like a boss. Then he was also responsible for resetting the cap, which earned him the Defender medal. And finally, the Pools medal for getting 10 kills.
Quentin did more than 5.2k damage, which is simply massive for a tank with a cannon that has an average alpha damage of only 150. With 10 kills and more than 1800 base XP, he carried this game for his team.
Indeed. But we also want to mention the Tiger P, who in the end, made the right plays. Anyways, Quentin made more than 32k profit on a standard account. He fired 52 shots, of which 45 hit the target and 39 managed to penetrate, bringing the total damage to 50 to 27.
Which is simply stunning. Hits received, 23, of which only 5 penetrated, giving Quentin a total damage blocked by armor of more than 2900.
Fantastic game, well played, massive carry. Quentin showed us how it's done. So both the Black Prince and the AMX M4 aren't really terrible. In the right hands and the right matchup, they can be quite devastating indeed.
James, I've been meaning to ask, where is Mike?
Oh, he couldn't make it. That no good said he was going to help his neighbor with his car. Something about a Volkswagen.
Oh, is that the one with the BL10?
Looks like. He sent this picture earlier and said, "What's up, bitches?" Anyways, that's all we have time for today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up? We really would appreciate it. Until next time, take care.